welcome back, everybody, to more coverage of our 1v1 Titans Tournament. My name is Dunolan. I am your host here for the 1v1 Titans Tournament. Quick recap, this is what it is. Titans, best of 7 matches. Each player gets 1 timeout per match, 5-minute timeout, and each player gets 1 board skip that they get to use for the entire tournament. If you haven't seen, just a quick recap. $150 prize pool split between first and second, and first place will also receive a ticket to the Colonists 2025 Championship. Shout out to Colonists for hosting that part of the prize pool. We are getting into this tournament now. We have a few games played, and we are getting our next match lined up right now. Dash versus Rayman. Very, very exciting. 2 heavy hitters in the 1v1 scene. Before we get into that match, we do have a couple of quick announcements. A couple matches are scheduled, so I just want to get them out there. Falco versus Jay Weezy will be played tomorrow, about actually the same time as this one, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, so about 24 hours from this stream. Make sure to come back and watch that matchup where Nuke is waiting to face the winner. Jack versus Icy. Jack, also known as Catan Jack, Ush Puppy versus Icy, the dual division winner. They will be playing this Thursday, October 2nd at 9 p.m. Eastern. So later in the week, a Thursday evening game for them. Today, we are watching Dash versus Rayman, and I think we do have both players in the lobby. Welcome, Dash. Welcome, Rayman.
Yo, what's up, brother?
Glad to have both of you. Just to start off, I know you two do kind of play with each other here and there. Do you have any history with 1v1 against each other? Scrims or anything else?
I believe I've played Ray a total of 0 times in 1v1 history.
All right, so this is the introduction battle, I guess, then.
He did just farm me in the D1 semis, though.
I did see that.
So
yeah, I did see that.
in.
So Ray's having a day. We'll see if you can stop the momentum or if Ray's going to keep going for today. So good luck to both of you. Feel free to jump in it. Just a quick reminder, you both do each get a 5-minute timeout. You have to use it in between games if you want to use it. If you do want to use it, just call out in VC and we'll pause for 5 minutes before the next game starts. And you also both have a board skip for the entire tournament that you can use whenever you want. You have to use it before you place your first settlement. So if you see a board, you don't like it before you place your first settlement, you can skip it, but you only have 1 for the entire tournament. So if you use it today, it'll be gone for the rest of the tournament. If you want to use that, just call out in VC as well. Other than that, just don't forget to give me every rematch link. I know it's 7 games, so it can be a lot, so please don't forget for every match link, and you guys are good to go.
All right.
Good luck to both players.
Good luck, Ray.
Good luck.
And I'll mute so that they won't hear me chattering away. This is definitely one of our stronger round 1 matches, I'd say, to be honest. I mean, every match in here is just absolutely stacked, but I think this one could have been a final, to be honest. Dash versus Ray, it's definitely... Oh, the bot doesn't work? It's okay. You can just make a regular lobby. It's okay. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. You both deleted. All right, home field advantage for Ray coming in. He's going to send the link, and we're going to get this best of 7 going. And again, this can be grueling. So far, we've only had 1 matchup get to 7 games, but it was like a 2.5-hour match of 1v1 Catan. So if we get all the way to game 7, we could be locking in for a ride here for sure. Oopsie. Roadog is also waiting. Roadog did take me down in 7 games. I used my board skip. I still didn't make it. Roadog held on to his board skip. So he is waiting here for the winner of Dash versus Rayman. Oh, geez. Predictions? Oh, man, this is a tough one to predict. This is a really tough one to predict. I think it's going to game 7. That's my prediction. I think we are going to game 7. Dash starting in white? Ooh, I think I'm going to call out a dashed win here in game 7. And we'll see if that pans out or not. All right, we are in here. Game 1, Dash versus Rayman. Currently, we should have checked the leaderboard, but Dash is like top 15 currently. I was saying it's got to be the 8510, right? Or I was thinking 8510 is massive, and if he's left with a double OWS 5910, this is a perfect spot to go with it. I would not be mad at that at all. He's looking at either like 693, 834, or 5910, I would say, are his outs. Rayman's going to have to block it off a little bit. Rayman could do like 5910 with one of the roads, I guess. Probably the 834. A copy is saying Ray in 7. Yeah, I'm calling out Dash in 7 here. Copy says Ray in 7. I mean, when it goes to game 7, too, to be honest, it's like anybody's game, really. Yeah, this is kind of a lot that Ray has to block off Dash from. I think it does do the 5910. Ooh, the 394, though. Interesting. The plow is available for Dash if he wants it. 348 plow. I think maybe Ray taking the 348 might have been slightly better because it kind of keeps Dashed on the single wheat for longer. He probably does do the 693 and look into the 1194, but he has to settle on his second wheat, whereas now he might place on his second wheat, it looks like. That's kind of my thought process for that. Welcome everybody to the chat. Durr, strong player, I think ranked number 2 right now. My guy on his 1v1 grind, shout out to him. Guys, if you do enjoy these Titan matches, please don't forget to subscribe. It really does motivate me to keep doing this. And actually, to be honest, for the Titans matchup specifically, it kind of lets me know, like, is this something that we like to see? Is a Titan Season 2 maybe ever in the picture? You guys subscribing and kind of giving me that feedback definitely pushes me for it. Dash does definitely do the 348. Does he take the plow? I mean, I think so, right? Plow is fine, but you are racing, actually, to be honest. That's the thing. But you're both on the 3s, and you start with the 3 as well. I wouldn't mind a plow, possibly. Does not do it. Decides to concede to the 810. Let Rayman kind of plow himself, actually. That's kind of a thought to think about here, because, you know, Dash is conceding to the 810, but Rayman can't get both 911 and 4511. You know, he's kind of plowing himself with one of those settles. So let him plow himself, and Dash will take his space elsewhere. We are getting into the game, starting off with 6-7, 6-5, 6-10. Lots of 6s to start. Welcome, Hannah. Welcome, Hannah. Glad you could catch a live. Love to see it. Boardscape has been super fun. I like that. Rayman does drop his road and looks like he's going to the 9-4-11 instead of the double wheat spot there. Probably does make sense. He's going to be on the double wheat anyway. And, well, actually, no, he's on the double 9s here. You're already on double sheep. I think actually I like 11-4-5 a bit better. Sheep, maybe he's thinking about sheep port in the future, though. That could be a thought. Dash does drop his road. He doesn't want to go over. They do roll a 3, so wood for both of them. Dash is going to be able to have access to this 6-4-3 over here as well, quicker. Rayman does get his settle, but if Dash does get to this 6-4-3, he's going to have a lot more road building potential than Ray will. He will be able to zoom around a little bit more, but it might take him a bit to get there. That's the thing. Still only on the 3s. Dash roll a 7, and Friendly Robber is activated or off for Rayman, so he is able to block him, puts it on the 5. Big 9s here for Ray. Every 9 is 3 sheep, though. That is good. And looks like Dash is looking at this extra wood here. Maybe even just concede, go to the 3-6-11, not worry about the clean road path. Just get on that extra wood. Rayman buys a dev and rolls a 7. He's able to get it off, puts it on the 6. They each have a dev now in hand. Big 2, nobody's on it. Rayman buys again, and Dash rolls a 7. That's good. He can put it back on. Does it go back to the 5? No, it just rolled. He goes to the 10 instead. Rayman rolls an 8. No, Knight takes it off. Probably, he might have the Knight. He just doesn't want to play it yet. Dash is still unfriendly. Robber. Rayman, or I'm sorry, Dashed here with 12 cards, though. Ooh, that's a good point too, Hannah, to be honest. Like having the board skip and like that kind of gets in your mind a little bit like, oh, do I have to play the board skip? Should I save it? Like that kind of like, and you're still on the time clock for the placements. Like that adds a little bit of pressure into it. It's like, oh, is it a mistake if I don't use it now? Or is it a mistake if I do? So that kind of gets in your head a little bit as you're playing, wondering if now's the time or if it's better saved. Dash does get on the 6 wood on the 3-6-11, and now I would say Dash is a little bit activated here. He's on double wheat, double wood, double brick, double ore as well. Dash did play a knight, puts on the 10, and blocks 2 10s. It was 10, 6, 10. He blocked 2 of those ores. That's absolutely massive. Another 8, and Dash has cards. Rayman with 9 cards and 2 down devs, though. Looks like 2 non-knights. He ports for an ore and passes. Dash rolls a 7, looking to pluck that ore that he just ported for. And does road settle on the 8-10, and now he's, I feel like, super activated. He's on every ore spot here. Rayman does have a knight, interesting. Oh, he bought it last turn, I see. Rayman bought the dev. Dash rolled a 2. Rayman plays a knight. Puts it on the 8, but rolls a 7, has to move it to the 5. Dash has more knights anyway. Does Dash self-block the 10? It wasn't the 10 earlier, but now 10s are paired for Dash. Patterned better on the 5, I'd say. 11 for both of them. 8 and a 5. Dash is still buying. Another 11. Dash rolls a 7. Does self-block the 10 this time. 3 is just a road now for Dash. And all of a sudden here, Dash is kind of winning on almost every roll here. He puts down a road towards the 3-1. Might not be thinking about this road connect. Somebody's going to probably connect through here, whether it's Ray or Dash, but it might not be too important to either of them for now. Dash found a city. Rayman rolls a 7, but Dash has the right ready to go and does actually self-block the 10. Back to the 10 there. Rayman looking at the wood port possibly. This 8-10 is probably a really big play as well because it denies sheep port from Ray, which could have been huge. That might have been put into the calculus about getting the 8-10. I definitely like the 8-10. Elevens are kind of hitting as well. Rayman plays a knight, but again rolls a 7, has to concede to the 5 ore. And more 8s. Oh, that sucks. He plays a knight, rolls a 7 though, and Dash has to take it off, and then 2 8s back to back. Oh, that hurts for Rayman. Dash ported for the ore and passes, and another 8. Jesus, bro. It went 8, 8, 12, 8. Right after Rayman had to take it off of the 8. That's so heartbreaking. He missed all those blocks. Dash ports for the sheep to settle. He's on the 3-1 now. He's able to buy a dev as well. Dash showing 10 points and Rayman showing 3 right now. Dash is kind of getting into an explosive start here. This is the first game of Rayman versus Dash. We are 0-0 right now. Dash is looking to get on the scoreboard first. Rayman does play a knight preemptively and takes army, though, but Dash rolls a 7. Sounds like Rayman has more knights, though, since he aggro puts it back on the 8. And now 5s roll. Oh, man. When it's on the 5, the 8 rolls. When it's on the 8, the 5 rolls. Ray was able to buy another dev. Passes and another 5. Oh, man. When it was on the 5, triple 8 rolled. When it was on the 8, so far, double 5 rolled. Oh, no. It looks like the dice might be in Dash's favor here on this one. Dash does put down the city, rolls another 3, more wood for him. Rayman actually is not looking at the wood port, looks to 10-9-2, and Ray's got the road path as well. I mean, obviously he does not have good road production, especially compared to Dash. Dash is on the 6 and the 8-3, where Ray is only on the 3 wood. But Ray does kind of have the road path. If he has a road builder or something, maybe he can take road and hold it. Try and stay in this game. And just like that, settles an immediate payoff for the 2 wheat. Big 2. Dash rolls a 7, puts it on the 5, but Rayman does have his knights now. Puts it back to the 8. 10 is paired for both of them, but Dash favors a sheep on it. One advantage, one sheep there. He ports 3 brick for a wheat and uses a robo that are 6, 5, 12. Doesn't look like he cares really at all about this connect. He's just, he's just playing his game. Dash might even have the connect long ways here. He probably does. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, he's actually one road off. So he can't connect long ways, but he still could plow through if he wanted to. They might both starting to be think about that more and more as we go on. Dash did double pop there. He had a port wood to do it, but he has 2 devs now. And a 5 is big. Dash does have more knights now. Puts it back to the 10. Rolls a 9 for Rayman. Rayman with no port still, though. These 9s not really an easy way to process all that sheep. Just kind of getting clogged with sheep, really. Ray put it on the 8 and did block an 8, but Dash still gets his brick off of it. Dash might be thinking about the road connect pretty soon. Ray ports all of his brick for a city on the 5, 9, 10. Another 8 block. Lots of brick here for Dash. He's got at least 6 in hand. Ports 3 of it for a sheep to buy a dev. Rayman's definitely not out of this. He does play the row builder. This is interesting. He does decide to go to the ore port. He does not have the connect, though. He cannot connect all the way through. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He would be 1 road shy of the full connect. So Dash is going to have to close this out before Rayman can find his connect and take road. But that is a lot for Rayman to do with only on the 3 wood. Knight was moved to the 5 and the 5 was blocked. That's absolutely massive for Rayman, but a 10 rolls. Rayman buys a dev. He's got 4 down. I mean, if he has points, a road connect can kind of get him close here. Good 5 block again. Dash mono 3 wheat, though. That's definitely going to hurt for Ray. Mono 3 wheat bought twice with it. And rolled a Nate. Oh, boy. He does have knights. He's putting it back now. Oh, but does 7 out. There might be life yet for Rayman. He discards basically an 8 roll, 3 wheat and 2 brick, except it's like reversed on the 3 and 2 instead of 2 and 3. Discards basically an 8 roll, puts it on the 5, 6 and another 10 rolls. The 10s are hitting here for Dash too. Dash plays a yacht for another city. And another 9. Massive 9s here for Ray, but like we said, no port. Not really an easy way to process all that sheep. $12 cards, though. Big hand. He's going to have to do something. Ports all the sheep for a wheat. He's still got a sheep left. Does buy a dev. And another 2. Let's go. The 2 is paying off with the 5 blocked. He did buy a knight. He does move it off the 5. Probably back to the other 5. Maybe the 8. Does decide to do the 8. But the 5 rolls. Oh, no. Oh, that hurts so bad. Does have 10 cards. He just buys 2 devs. He's looking for the last points in the deck. If he's buying, that means there's points still in the deck and he's looking for them. Another 9. Imagine if Rayman had the sheep port. Rayman's connect is 5, 6, 7. So he'll need 3 more after that. He needs 5. Wait, no. 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, yeah, he needs 5 roads. Yeah, he's at 5. You need to get to 10. He needs 5 roads to steal here. With being on the 3 wood is just, no ports. That's probably not really going to happen without the road builder, but one was played. Disconnect is an easy way to win. He does mono for 5 wood. Maybe that's how he does it. Oh, geez, here we go. Monos for 5 wood, and all of a sudden he might have the material to put 5 roads down. He's got the wood. Does he have enough brick? Looks like he's securing settle spots first. I wonder if you have it, if you do kind of focus the connect a little bit. Dash could be at 14. Ports all of his sheep for the last dev, and that is the last dev in hand, or from the deck. There is 1 knight and all points. So Rayman has at least 4 points, puts him on at least 11. A road steal will be 12-13. Open settle for 14. Dash probably has the point, not a knight. Rayman has a point, has 1 knight and 4 VPs. He does put down the other road, starting to go to the connect. Oh, a 5 rolls. Oh no! All Dash needs to do, he does actually need a road settle. He's got 4 cities down, so he does have to road settle. Either, yeah, I mean, he's got a couple of road settles available, like down here, but he's kind of getting pressured on road game now as well. Rayman might be able to squeak this out. If Rayman can take road, it might be hard for Dash to take it back. Ray definitely still has wood left from the mono. He's got 2 wood in hand. Ray also rolled a 7, puts it on Dash's brick, is able to get another steal off of Dash. Knowing that Dash has to find the settlement, he has to road settle. Oh, it was a yop. Oh, I'm tripping. I counted wrong. I'm sorry. Yop and a knight. He had the yop, and he still also does have the knight. Yeah. Okay, this is big. Rayman monoed the wood, played the yop for the brick to match it. He does take road. Rayman's at 13 right now. He does play the Dash rolled a 7, so Ray has to play the knight. That is the last knight now, and all that's left is points. Dash is at 12. Rayman's at 13. Dash rolled a big 12, though. Oh, no. A 12 is absolutely massive. Gives him the wood for the win. Oh, Jesus, bro. 15-11. That was absolutely crazy. Dash did outproduce, but I thought Rayman was going to be able to hold on there at the end. Once he took road, it's kind of a lot to take back. Oh, man. Ray got to 13, and he's got the settle available and a road settle next. Wow, that's crazy. The Dash rolled to 12. Did Dash need the 12 to... No, he had roads anyway. Well, actually, no, that he had 2. Okay, he could have taken back road, but he didn't have the win. The 12 gave him the win right there. What a game. That is GG. Good luck next. Don't forget rematch link. Wow. Yeah, what a crazy game. I thought Ray, once he took road, he definitely was very close to that. Yeah, this is going to be an absolutely stacked series for sure. Did you guys start the next game?
It literally just started. I sent the
Gotcha.
link.
My bad. Thank you.
No worries about
Okay. Here we are. Game 2. Rayman is picking first. 5-8-10, and he takes it. Points left to the 6-9-10. 5-9-10 up here is big. It'll be really tough if Dash ends up leaving this 6-9-10 expansion for Rayman. He might have to try and find something just to deny this 6-9-10, but that's pretty tough because then he leaves him other spots elsewhere. What are we thinking here? I mean, 5-9-10 with, like, you know, the road game, I guess. Even like a 4-5-3 gets to the 8-3 possibly. God, I feel like it leaves a lot for Ray. Ray doesn't have sheep and brick. Doesn't really actually have a great expand or a great out. Like 4-3-11 is not enough. I don't think you can do 4-3-11. But he could definitely look at like a 2-4-6 if he thinks he can get on the 5 sheep, if that's open type of thing. Yeah, that was absolutely massive game 1 there. This is game 2 now. Dash has the score 1-0. He does do the 5-9-10. Maybe, yeah, actually a left is tough. Ray can kind of take like the 10-11-8 here. He does point right towards the 2-4-6. What is he taking with this 9-5-10 though? The point right kind of makes me think, oh wow, he does do what I said. Okay, the 4-5-3 into the sheep port. I don't hate the play ish. Oh wow, and Ray does do the 4-3-11. Interesting. Okay, he does do the 4-3-11, but the 8-10-11 was open. I was kind of thinking this 5-9-10 points left challenges this. You know, if that's the case, it might be hard to do the 4-3-11 because if you lose this race, then you're not looking super great. But to be honest, I think Rayman has all the space in the world on this game. Dash already does protect his sheep port, the 8-3. Rayman is looking at 6-9-10, 8-10-11. After that, 6-12-3. Then you can go to any port you want. Maybe the 3-1 down here, maybe even the wheat port if you're crazy. I think Rayman has a lot of space to work with here. Rayman did have the road settle first, and he does decide to do the 8-10-11. Dash matches his settle as well. Does have sheep port, but only the 5 sheep. Playing pretty fast, 10-9-6-3-8. Dash has a dev, and Ray puts it down another road to the 6-9-10. Once Rayman's on the 6-9-10, I feel like he's just absolutely crazy, but Dash did pull an early yop there. Might be able to keep him in this game. City's up the 9-5-10, 9 hits. He's got double wheat. Is going to the ore port next. He does have a decent amount of ore on the 10 and the 8, and they're both shared, so they might not be blocking. But Rayman rolls a 7, is able to block this sheep now. Sheep port blocked. Once Ray's on the 6-9-10, he'll have triple wheat, double ore, and double sheep. And that sounds scary to me. Rayman with triple wheat, double ore, double sheep. Big 10, though. They both are citied up on it, though. And Rayman actually decides to city the 8-10-11. Probably, it definitely is right, actually. It's the sheep play. You know, his sheep is weakest once he gets this settle. And we are sharing the 10 there. But we're sharing the 8 as well. But you don't want to city the 5 because once you're on this wheat, you get a ton of wheat. So I think I do like the 8-10 city, the 8-10-11 city, but it's kind of planning for later in the game, not necessarily right now in the game. In the meantime, Dash does get his second city, does do the 4-5-3, trying to find the settle on the ore port. Rayman has to port all of his ore for the brick, and he does get the settle. Now wheat is absolutely active, gets paid off right away with 2 6s. Dash rolls a 7, he has to move it off the 8. No knights here from either of them, though. Dash decides the 11. Wow, interesting. He does want to keep the sheep pinned as best as he can. 8's the best option. He decides to put it back after that 7. Another city from Dash, and he's got every settlement citied up. He does have the wheat ore advantage on that side, while Rayman struggled to get the 6-9-10 quicker. Big 3 there as well, and that's a ton of wood for Dashed. The 11 did hit. 8 was blocked, but the 11 hits. That's going to give Rayman access to devs. He buys once. Dash bought once last turn. Another 10. Rayman has 10 cards. He plays the knight. He's going to have to avoid the 7 here. Back to the 5. Does avoid the 7, rolls a 4. 12 cards in hand. He ports all of his wood for another dev. Wants to stay ahead. Does block a 5 there for Dash. That 5 block is absolutely huge. Blocking every 5 is massive. Dash is a little bit stuck without the sheep now. He can't settle and he can't buy devs. Two rolled, nobody's on it. Another 7 for Rayman. He does have to take it off the 5, unfortunately for him. Puts it on the 9. Rayman's still buying. Rolls an 8. Dash ports all of his ore for a dev, and another 8 rolls. 12 cards again for Rayman. He has 2 fresh devs now, though. If he ports again, maybe we're looking at a brick port to get the road settle, but he decides not to. Strongman hold. He passes with 12 and gets bailed out. Doesn't roll the 7. Dash rolled a 9. Rayman rolled an 8. Now instead of 12, he has 16 cards. Does that hand look a little better for him? Decides to port the sheet for a wheat. Gets a city off of it on the 8-5-10. 8s are both citied up now on this paired. That's absolutely massive for Rayman. All that wheat to go along with it. Think you're looking good. Dash rolls a 3. Ray gets his 1 brick, but in the meantime, Dash gets 4 wood out of it. But with no sheep from Dash, the 5 was unblocked, but it hasn't hit. Dash doesn't have the sheep, I don't believe. Not much for him to do. He can port all the wood that he just got, but he's only on the 3 wood. Decides to port the ore instead for 1 sheep and does get the settle on the ore port. 5 is tripled up, but ore port is active now. That's going to be able to help him out a little bit with this 5 blocked again. He's able to port the ore now easier for the sheep. Rayman at 10 cards. No port yet for Rayman, while Dash does have 2. Rayman's looking to get his first port now. Drops a road to the 11-4 wheat port. Did Dash buy a knight? He did indeed. Puts it on kind of tough blocks here, to be honest. I guess the 8 sheep, just to still try and keep a hold of the devs as best you can. I'm not sure. Decides the 10 wood is better, even though Rayman is on the 4 wood as well. Rayman was able to buy, though. Again, he does have knights. Puts it back to the 5 and rolls an 11. Big 11 there. Rayman again with 12 cards. All of a sudden, every turn, he's having tons of cards. He buys a dev and passes. Rolls a 10. Now he's got more wood and more ore. 14 cards this time. Ports most of the wood for a wheat. Does buy a dev. Kind of sucks porting for a wheat there, to be honest. You're on the 5, 6, 9 wheat. But with a stuck hand is what it is. Rolls a 5 and 5 sheep was blocked from Dash. That's going to be painful. 10 cards and a down dev. They both have 2 knights played. Ten cards for both of them. Dash is going to have to do something here, or Strongman hold. We'll see what it does. Thing is, you can hold, but what are you holding for? The 5 is blocked, Rayman is avoiding these 7s. I don't think he's 7'd out so far, even though he's over on a few rolls. Blocks another 5 there, and there's a 7 out, but it comes for Dash instead of Rayman. Dash was at 10 cards. He has to throw mostly wheat. Puts on the 8, but Ray's probably got a knight. There it is, back to the 5. That's a sad sequence for Dash. He does get the Constellation 7. Another card will be stolen from him, but at least the 5 sheep is open. Might be worth it with a paired 5 if it hits. Ray decides to block the 3 wood, see if we can keep him off the wood as much as possible. Dash does have the open settle for the 3-1 ports. 3 was blocked. Oh my goodness. Oh, that hurts. That 3 wood is blocking. That's painful. Rayman also did find the settle on the wheat port. It is active now. He's got citied on all of his wheat. I think Rayman is looking pretty good trying to tie up this series. He road settles on the 8-4, actually. Nobody's taken road. They both have a longest length of 4. Anybody can take it with a wood and a brick right now. If Rayman has 2 victory points, he's at 13. He could win with a road. We'll see if it comes. Dash ports for a dev and does place the road. Doesn't want an easy road settle, or doesn't want an easy road steal for the win. So Dash bought a dev, place a road. Rayman rolls an 8, and he's got 12 cards again. 3 down devs. We'll see here if Rayman is thinking about the road connect or just getting his points. With the 3 blocked, I mean, he probably can get a road connect. Use the wheat port for your brick, and you've got the wood naturally. He does port all of his sheep for 1 brick, actually. Drops a road to keep the continuity. He's looking for the 11-9 road settle. Dash plays a knight. He's pressuring army here still a little bit with Rayman 3 down devs. Ooh, puts it on the 9 and then rolls a 9. That's very massive for Dashed. He is able to port for another dev and extends the road as well. Rayman does have his knights ready to go, puts it on the 5, rolls an 11. With this settled nub, 11s are paired. If he has the wheat, he's able to buy 11 cards now for Dash. Or sorry, for Rayman. 1 card in Dash's hand. Dash does have a fresh dev, though. We'll see if it's a knight. Rayman buys once to match Dash's dev. Ports all the sheet for another brick. Does drop it to the 11-9, but technically this 11-9 not really safe. Dash can still road settle the 9-4, but with only 1 card, it's not really that scary yet. He did buy another knight, plays it to back the 9? No, on the 10, and the 9 rolls. Oh no. Rayman still has more, though. Puts it back to the 5. Rolls a 6. Rayman's thinking about how he can close this out. He is tied up on road here now. Ports their wheat for another sheep to buy a dev and passes. 8s are paired up. That's a good roll. Dash ports again for a dev. Rayman rolls the 4, puts the city down. Easy GG. 15-10. Decides not to take road back for the win. So Dash can keep his 2 points there for consolation. How nice of him. Did he not have road steal? Yeah, he could just never really put the roads together all the way. He was close a couple times, but no port. So yeah, he wasn't able to just put the roads together. A couple different rolls that he would have had it, though. He definitely was lining up. Open settlement or take road. Easy GG's. We are going to game 3. It is 1-1 each of them. No sweeps yet. So far, nobody has been swept in this tournament, and these guys are not going to be the first to let it happen. Can't be the first to get swept. Absolutely cannot be the first to get swept. Imagine. GG's in the chat. Will this go to game 7? That's my prediction. I think we are going to game 7. Bald says, think Dash made a mistake with the settles. It was tough, to be honest. This is game 3, and Rayman is picking first again. Decides to do the 5-8-10 first as well again. Wasn't it a 5-8-10 first last board? Or the first board, maybe? Lots of big spots on this board here, though. Looking at like 6-5-9, 8-5-10. But take a look at the wheat. It is a little bit awkward. Dash is going to have to get his wheat from somewhere. What's the best wheat spot left? Like 8-3-4, I guess. Like 6-5-11, maybe into the wheat pile. But you're racing for it. That's a possibility. Like a 6-5-11, 5-9-10, maybe. Is that crazy? Or you're going to have to do 8-3-4 with something. Not really great to do either. 6-9-4 is massive production as well. Woodport's not too far away from that. 6-9-4 Woodport. I think the more I look at it, the more I'm kind of liking the 6-5-11 race to the wheat pile. Maybe forget about the brick. You do 8-3-4, 6-5-9 into more ore. Oh, actually, I didn't even consider this big brick port as well. Dash just starting wheatless here. He does 8-4-5, 6-5-9, looking to get to this brick port. He says the wheat is a little bit awkward. I don't want to deal with it anyway. He doesn't take any wheat for the start. And this is definitely a unique setup, I would say, an uncontroversial. Who do you predict will be the first to get swept? Griffin from Hakuna Matata, a little bit of shade. Yeah, I'll give Griffin the first prediction to get swept. Hakuna will sweep Griffin. You heard it here first. The wheatless setup is definitely interesting. I am excited to watch Dash play this. Rayman does the 4-9-11 looking at the Woodport, I would say. No brick for Rayman, but if he can get the 6-9-2 and then to Woodport, maybe that can work. He's got a lot of space over here as well. No brick for Ray and no wheat for Dash. Dash is going to have to do something to get his wheat eventually. He's probably looking to get settled the 11-6-3 and then go to Brickport after. Playing wheatless is definitely not a common thing, but when you're this strong of a player, you can kind of find setups when needed to make it possible. Dash rolls a 7, puts it to the 4 wheat. Six, 8, and a 3. Nobody's dropped a road yet. Dash ports all of his ore for the wheat. He does have the wheat now. He just has to road settle. Looks like he is going to get it too because Rayman does not have the brick for the road. So Dash probably is going to be able to find this road settle on the 6-3-11. And I wonder if after that, if he does focus even more wheat, if he looks to maybe even plow to cut off Ray's space, or if he just goes to like 3-4-11 for more wheat. If he does all that before he goes to Brickport, or if he's looking at Brickport after. Either way, it's got to be the first settle is 6-3-11 for sure in my mind. Durs was in the chat thinking the same setup that Dash did end up taking the 4-5-8-6-5-9 into wheat. Durs is currently ranked number 2 in the world. We definitely value his input. Ray rolls a 5, Dash rolls an 11. What's Dash waiting on for the road settle? Oh, he drops a road to the wood or to the Brickport. Maybe his hand was a little bit stuck and he didn't want to risk getting plowed. Rayman did city up on the 8-5-10 and buys a city, but I feel like the Brickport. I feel like you really want the 6-3-11 first before the Brickport. Another 5 and more brick for Dash. Or sorry, more ore for Dashed. And the other city comes quickly for Rayman. Dash wasn't able to find an early 7 after the friendly robbers off to get it on Ray. If he could possibly get another 7 and stick it on this 8, there are the 8 rolls, though. That's a bummer. Okay, Dash did settle. Oh, and then Ray rolls the immediate 7. Oh, no, things are going wrong here for Dash early. Dash settled, and Ray rolls a 7. Dash wasn't able to get his early 7. He does have a dev, though. We'll see if it is a knight. It is a knight. Decides to block the 10 because Ray has sheep already. But if Ray doesn't have sheep and this 8 is pinned, he can't really do much after being citied up twice. You need sheep to settle and you need sheep to buy devs. Dash might be trying to get a little bit lucky here. Maybe he rolls a couple early 7s. There's one of them. Go back to the 8s. Ray only has 2 cards. I don't think he has sheep, right? He used it. Yeah, it is on the 8, but he was able to buy. Ray was able to buy a knight, so he plays it right away back to the other 8. It might be a battle here. Oh, the 8 block. Oh, the 8 rolls. I was gonna say it's gonna be a battle here of whose 8 is unblocked and whose 8 gets to roll. Right now, Rayman is winning that battle with 2 8s blocked for Dash and 2 8s rolled for Rayman. Will I actually turn on camera and dance for a super chat? I will tell you, I will dance for sure, but I do not have a camera set up, so you don't get to watch it. Sorry, you just have to believe me. Base cam at 10K subs. Rayman rolls a 7, though, does have to discard half of his hand, giving life here to Dash. Dash does drop the road to the 6-3-11, and Ray puts it on the 5 after rolling that 7. 8s are unblocked now for both of them. Dash does get his brick, and he's able to port it for the settle. He is on wheat now. And honestly, the city for Dash might even just be the 8-10. I could definitely see 6-3-11 for sure, but honestly, 8-10 is not bad for a city. Dash rolls a 7, puts on the 5, but Ray has knights ready to go, puts it back to the 8. He wants that 8 blocked. 4 and then a 5. They each have 3 ore. 8 was blocked for Dashed. Rayman gets his sheep 13 cards. Ray ports for the brick, does put down the road. Hannah, I don't remember saying that. Maybe I did, but I don't remember it. Find me the evidence, and I'll honor it if you find me the evidence. But although I still don't have a face cam, I'll have to buy one. But Ray ports again for brick and does settle on the 8-3-4. He has all of the wheat on the board now. All of the entire wheat, 11, 10, and 3. 11, 10, 3, 4. If wheat rolls, Rayman gets it. This brick port being blocked is definitely painful for Dash. He is able to find the city, decides to do the 8-4-5. With the 8 being his main block, I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I think I kind of like the 6-3-11, even the 8-10 just to get the 10 brick. I don't think you need all this extra ore with your light amount of wheat. I think you're just porting most of this ore anyway. 5, 2, 3, and a 4, and everybody has a lot of ore on the board. I think Ray has a city in hand, but 10 cards. Does avoid the city. He's got rolled a 10, more wheat to go. Dash double dev'd last turn. Ray ports for a brick. Rayman does drop the road and passes. He was at 11 and didn't avoid the 7 this time. He's going to have to throw again. That's the second time this game. Ray also double pops. No knight from Dash. Seven from Dash, and he's able to move it to the 4. I wrote it? All right. Maybe I did. I'm tripping. Rayman uses a knight, puts it on the 8, but rolls a 7, has to take it off, decides to do the 5 again. Dash with only 1 card, plays a knight to the other 8. Rayman with more knights back to his 8. Oh, and then another 7. That's twice in a row. Rayman uses a knight, puts it on the 8, rolls a 7, has to move it to the 5. 8s are now open for both of them. Ray's able to buy another dev, and he's looking to get to 7 knights. He probably already has it. Dash with 1 card and 1 dev. Again, another double pop here for Ray. He has to port all of his wood for the second pop, but he was able to buy twice. An 11 into an 8, 2 8s, double 8 back to back, and just like that, Rayman has 8 sheep. Dash has 6 brick in hand. Ray's going to have to avoid the 7 again. We'll see if he can do it this time. In the meantime, Dash has 8 cards, but it's just mostly brick. He does have the brick port, though. Comes in handy. Puts it for an ore and a wheat and passes. That's all he can do. Ports for an ore and a wheat and passes to stay under. Ray did avoid the 7, rolls a 6 for Dash. Oh, and then a mono. Ray mono's 3 brick. Good thing Dash ported it down at least a little bit during his turn. But he did hold on to 3, and Ray takes it. Ray ports the sheep to go along with the brick to settle on the 6, 9, 12. And he does have 2 brick left in hand. He's going to want to drop those roads as soon as he can. 3 and then a 2. The year of plenty for 2 ore to double pop. And then a 5 rolls. Blocked Dash's 5, rolls his own. An 11, and they both get wheat, but Ray gets more. He buys again. Showing 9 points and 5 down devs. Nobody's taking road. 6 into 9. Ooh, Ray just road settles. Looks like he's not pressuring road too much. Decides to just get his settles down. Takes a 6-3-4. And even though he doesn't have any brick, he has a ton of production here. He's almost on every number. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. The only number that Ray is not on is the 12. Any number rolled besides the 12, Ray gets cards. Dash does settle and drops 2 roads, actually. He's not going to let the road steal happen, but a 4 rolls, and that's just a natural city for Ray. Every 4 is just a natural city. He does have 1 more city available. We'll see if he decides to take it or if he buys devs instead. Does take the city in the 2, 4, 6. 8 cards left still. This is looking pretty good for Ray. The wheatless setup, it was interesting to watch. I don't know if it was enough this time. Maybe the rolls just weren't right. A couple early sevens blocking Ray's sheep could have really been helpful. Maybe you take the wheat settle first instead of the brick port settle. But we do always say the wheatless setup is tough for sure. Doesn't look like Dash was able to make it happen this time. Ray ports for another brick, just drops the road. Does pass. Dash rolls a 7 to the 8 sheep, but Ray's probably got knights. There it is. Back to the 8 brick. And again, every single time Ray uses a knight to put it on the 8 brick, he rolls a 7 and has to concede to a different block. This time he chooses the 6 wood. Maybe he is thinking about the road steal a little bit. Maybe Rayman has a year or plenty or a road builder in hand. He can think about a road steal play. He does buy a dev and passes and blocks a 6. Oh, man. 6 into a 4. Ray's got another city in hand, but this time no city available. He's got 4 cities down already. There is the road builder like we thought. Is it for the win? Is it for the win? Port the ore. Or for brick, there it is. The GG's, 15-8, almost doubled his score. Rayman takes the advantage going into game 3. Outproduced him heavy as well again. This was definitely a tough board for a second. Maybe you consider a board skip, maybe not. Couple people in the chat did like the setup, but that Dash chose the wheatless. It's definitely an interesting play. Maybe it could have worked. Again, I think 6-3-11 settle first is better. Maybe you consider going sheepless instead and kind of shift to the 5-6-11 and just hope, maybe Rayman takes the 5-9-10 here. But if he doesn't and it's open, that's a huge settle for you. If he does, you can do 5-6-11 down into like 3-6-11, get your sheep on that 11. Maybe that's a thought. Instead of going wheatless, you go sheepless. But didn't work. That's GG's. Good luck next. Rayman has the advantage. It is 2-1. Rayman in this best of 7 series.
Yeah, I'll take the 5-minute break now, if that's okay.
Got it. Yep. Rayman's calling a timeout. 5 minutes on the clock.
Some water.
All right. Interesting. And this might be the first time, I might have to go back and check. This might be the first time where we see a timeout called by the player who just won the game. I think so far most timeouts have been called after a player loses and they're looking to maybe change up the momentum, maybe take a breather, get some water or whatever else. But this looks to be the first time that the winner of the previous game, I mean, he did say he just wanted water, I think is what he just said. But interesting little tidbit there that he's going to take the pre-ice. He's going to ice himself. Very interesting. All right. Well, we do have a bit of time. We can analyze this board further. I wonder what a couple of you think about the setup that I said. Maybe specifically like Bald and Durs. What do you guys think about 5-6, like the 8-4-5, but then 5-6-11 down? You're either looking at, I mean, the 5-9-10 would be the dream, but if not, you're looking at like 3-6-11. You go sheepless instead of wheatless. I just think wheatless is just usually so hard. I mean, we have seen boards like here and there, like where wheatless setup wins, but it's like, it's like a 1 in 500 games type of thing. I feel like Rayman's getting his champagne ready. That's funny. Rayman is pre-celebrating a little bit. Yeah, I think it loses as well. I mean, it's definitely it's not ideal. But what do you do against the 5-8-10 here? I mean, 6-9-4 is just massive as well. Rayman can just straight up take the 6-9-4 and have no brick, but he's looking at the 8-3-4 as his first expansion. 8-3-4 is your first expansion. You're on double or triple wheat, doubled up 8 sheep. Don't like seeing Rayman in the top right. Yeah, interesting if see if he dash out on wheat first, maybe. Joshua says a double 8-3-4 setup. 8-3-4 and 8-3-4. That's interesting. That is all 5 resources. I feel like that does leave an absolute ton though for Rayman. If you do the double 8-3-4, Rayman can just take 8-5-10, and he doesn't start with wood, but he can go 8-5-10 into 6-5-9. And if once he gets on that production is just absolutely crushing. That's a double 8-5-10 with the 6-5-9 against the double 8-3-4. Maybe you go into like 4-5-11 first. Yeah, I think that one leaves too much a little bit for Ray. What else can you do something else with this 8-3-4 then instead? Like 8-3-4, like this 8-3-4 to get the wheat. 8-3-4, 5-6-9. And again, that just leaves like 8-4-5 into Brickport there for Rayman. Definitely tough setups. This is a tough board to play at second. If the score was a little bit closer, I wouldn't have been surprised if this was board skipped. 8-4-5 point down with 8-3-4. Yeah, maybe. No wood setup. That one actually might be a little bit better. You start with a double wheat, double ore, no wood, but you can point to like the 6-3-11 for your wood. I think I like that better than the double 8-3-4, the 8-4-5, and the 8-3-4 better than the double 8-3-4. Welcome, Anish. Welcome. We are just about to get back into this Rayman versus Dash series. When we do come back, it's going to be Rayman up 2-1. Rayman will be looking to get on match point with the next win. Dash will be looking to tie the series at 2-2. And it looks like we might be getting into it. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Sorry. Okay, it went out of the other field. Okay, we are into the game now. Timeout's over. Rayman is up 2-1. Rayman already picked first. He picked first again, and again got another massive spot on this 694 points right. 694 is absolutely massive. Look at this brick. 3, 11, and 12. So the brick is kind of ugly. 8-3-4, maybe 8-10-3 for Rayman. Oh, that's interesting. Is that new? What the heck? I've never seen that before. Is that? Would I give that a refresh there? That +1 point? Is that new? Dash decides to take a 9-5-10, 3-6-11 setup, and this makes me question why he didn't do 4-5-8? Or maybe I don't know. He did 5-9-10 left. Looks like he's kind of think he does get this 4-5-8. Leave Rayman what he wants, either like the 8-3-4, the 5-8-10 woodport, possibly. 5-8-10 woodport doesn't look horrible. Actually, that doesn't look great. That's no brick, no sheep. I think, yeah, I was going to say, Rayman just takes the 8-4-5 then in this case. Rayman takes 8-4-5. He's on double or double wheat and the single sheep here. Dash is looking to play the road game, but he doesn't have a ton of brick. He does have the space, though. Dash is looking to settle the 8-10-3. After that, the 3 and the 11 might be able to keep you alive. Ooh, actually takes up his space first. That's probably the smarter play. Decides to road settle the 10-9-11 to cut Rayman off on his space early. Dash can always still go to the 8-10-3, and then maybe even possibly woodport. Maybe just go 8-10 right here for the road settle 3-1 port. But right now, Dash is only on single wheat, but he's got the road settle on the 8 wheat coming up, maybe. Getting to this game, Rayman does roll a 7, puts on the 9, but Dash rolls a 7 right away, is able to take it off, does roll a 5. Rayman just bought his second dev. He's got 2 in hand now. Love an OWS board. Absolutely love an OWS board. Rayman's weakness is going to be this 8 sheep, but it's not going to matter for a little bit until he gets citied up. And in the meantime, he might have already 2 knights to protect his 8 sheep. If Rayman has a city, it definitely goes on the 845, specifically for the sheep. Dash actually finds the city first, does the 5-9-10 for his wheat. Rayman rolls a 4. He's close to the city if he doesn't have it. He has 10 cards. He did have the city, does do the 845. I agree with that. You want your sheep citied up as best as you can, and you are shared on this 5 wheat anyway. 11s are good for Dash. If he road settles, okay, not. I was going to say road settles the 8-10-3, and the 3 and the 11 would both be doubled. You know, you get 2 brick when either one of them rolls. Looks like he is prioritizing the 8-10 3-1 port first, though. Rayman again with 12 cards here. Just rolled a 4, lots of ore. Rayman possibly aggro Knight, says Anish, to take the city out of Dash's hand. That could definitely be a play. If he had 2 knights, maybe he could have. Maybe he didn't have 2 knights, though. If you only have 1 knight, it's a little bit tougher to do that. But Ray did Dash rolled the 8 for Ray, so on Ray's turn now, with the 4 being rolled, he's able to double pop. Now he has 4 devs in hand and monos, 3 wood. Oh, that's an early mono, and that's going to be painful. He monos 3 wood, but doesn't look like he's able to actually do anything with it. He definitely has the yop, right? He monoed 3 wood because he's going to yop for the brick on this turn right here. That has to be the play. Or else why would you mono 3 wood like that? It's the row builder actually instead. Same thought process. Does he take the 3-1 port? He does. Oh, this is not looking good for Dash here. He monoed 3 wood and uses the road builder. He had the brick already. He probably got the brick steal. It looks like, yeah, stole a brick from Dash, then monoed his wood, and then road builder to steal his 3-1 port. And all of a sudden, Dash's game is taking a couple early hits here. Dash is going looking at the 8-3-10 now. He dropped the road to it, but Rayman's turn, he's got 3 devs. The other road builder. Are you kidding me? Rayman pulled both road builder earlies, and this pulling both road builders and the mono early, that's an OWS's player's dream. This is absolutely working out beautifully for Rayman. Why settle on wood and brick when you can just buy road builders? Who needs to be on wood and brick? Just buy the road builders. Buy the mono. Let your opponent produce for you. Ray does port the ore this time for the brick, and he's got the settle, and now he is on double OWS fully. He's on double ore. He's on double wheat and double sheep. You cannot block this guy's OWS. Dash has to port all of his sheep for a wheat. He does buy a dev with it, but it might be kind of fighting a losing battle. No way Ray doesn't keep up on army here. Yeah, looks like Rayman didn't need any of that side of the board anyway. Rayman's crouching to himself down here. He's crouching on the bottom left side of the board. You know, he's crouching all the way down here, but he doesn't need space. He's got as much as he needs down here. Dash does find his second city, puts it on the 6-3-11. If the 11s and 3s can keep up, he will be able to run around this board a decent amount, but he's still only on the single wheat for now. Dash rolls a 7, puts it on the 8. Got to imagine Ray has his knights ready to take it off. Dash with 8 cards. He ports his wood for this city. No knight there from Ray. 4 down devs. Okay, he played the knight after. Dash had 0 cards. He rolled a bunch of brick. So now Ray gets the free brick for waiting on the knight. Smart play from there. He doesn't produce brick. He got a free one. Yeah, just drops it to the 3-1. I was going to say, you can like pressure road a little bit, but you really don't need to. Just drop it to your points. That's totally fine. Dash plays a knight, but rolls a 7, has to take it off anyway. And again, no knight here from Ray. Looks like this time he might actually not have the knight, which is kind of crazy. Both row builders are gone. There's a mono gone. Does he just have 3 VPs already? Let's go. The good vibes from Bald and Bold. Oh, thank you, Bald and Bold. I appreciate you. Our first super chatter. put it in the history logs. I'm doing a little dance. You can't see it, but I'm doing it. Let's go. I appreciate you, Bald and Bold. I do appreciate you. You are the first super chatter. So it's super chatter. So you are in the history books now for the Dude Nolan channel. Never forget. I know I won't. Means a lot. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Rayman rolls a 4 after playing a knight. He put it on the 9. He is able to buy another dev. He's looking for more knights because it seems like he didn't really have as many as we thought. I think Rayman's got at least 2 VPs in hand already. A 7 from Ray, and he gets to put it back. And interestingly enough here, Dash road settled to the 8-4-3, prioritizing the second sheep there instead of the clean road path. I wonder if 8-3-10 and just wait for the 4-3-11 would have been better. Rayman's still buying. He's got 5 devs in hand. Now let's get Dude Nolan to 1,000 subs. Yes, Joso, thank you. That's right. Appreciate you on our journey to 1K. Rayman monos for ore. He had to have something. He had the other mono in hand, and this time he uses for ore. Takes 4 ore from Dash and cities with it. And buys a dev. Definitely looking good for Ray. He's got 5 devs in hand still. Army's not even taken. He does have road currently, which he's not going to hang on to that. But Army's not taken, so that kind of balances out anyway. Like if he switches road for Army here, he would be at showing 8 anyway. Still the same turn where he monoed City and bought a dev. Wonder what he's thinking about here. Does pass the dice eventually. Dash rolls a 6, and then back to Ray for a 10. Dash has 11 cards. He's going to have to avoid this 7, and if Dash wants life in this game, he cannot 7 out this next turn. Rayman was able to pop twice, uses a knight. He wants to take Army now. Rayman's thinking maybe he can hold on to road, take Army for the win before Dash can take road back. That would be crazy. Dash with an 11. He's got the brick now. Rayman plays another aggressive knight, looking to maybe steal a brick. He did put it on the 4, and looks like he probably did find that brick because he settled easy. Didn't have to port for the settle. And now he's got double 3-1. Imagine if that gave you an advantage. Double 3-1. 2 3-1s make a 2-1. That would go crazy. Dash rolls a 7. He puts it on the 4. Does drop a road. Takes road back as well now. That is smart. Rayman was probably getting close to closing that out. He drops 2 roads to take road. Look for the connect. Ray does have more knights. Puts it back to the 9. Rolls a 4. Right now, we are looking at Rayman 2-1. If Rayman wins this game, he will be 3-1 for the match. Looking to close out. Dash plays a knight. Rayman plays a knight. Rayman rolls a 5. 2 wheat for each of them. Rayman still has a road sneak path. Possibly. Like if Rayman's got like 4 VPs, he's at 13. 2 roads for the road sneak to win. That's definitely a possibility depending on what Ray's devs are. Dash did buy another dev last turn. Rayman rolls an 8. Passes the dice, rolls a 9. Half of it is blocked from Dash. Rayman rolls another 7. He gets to move it, steal another card. Back to the 4, maybe? Yep, does go to the 4 sheep. Avoid Dash's devs as best as you can. Dash is definitely not out of this either, though. He's showing 10 points. If he has 2 VPs, could be at 12. Dash can definitely hang on here. It really is going to come down to who is getting the VPs. 9 cards, he's thinking about something. He ports his sheep for another dev. He's looking for something in there. Both monos are in place. He is aggressive knighting again. He puts it back to the 9. Makes me think that he bought another knight. If he just has 4 knights, he might as well play them. Rayman rolls his 7. We'll see if he aggro knights again, or if this time he's going to leave it where it places. Goes to the 6 instead of the 4 this time. Steals another card. Dash only has 3 cards in hand. But if he has 2 VPs, he could be looking at 12 points. Rayman cities, and he does have 1 more city available for an easy point, showing 10 points, and does aggro knight again. That really makes me think that Ray has at least 2 knights left, maybe even a third. 5 and then an 8. Rayman's got a lot of cards here. 2 wheat, 4 sheep, plus some. He buys a dev, easy. 7 cards now. Still looking for what's left in there. Maybe if Dash gets lucky, he buys 1 or 2 more devs, and they're both VPs. Maybe even just 1 more, and it's the VP. Rayman's getting close to his turn every time now, using all of the time to think. He does end up playing another knight, puts it to the 3 this time. I really do think that Rayman just has a ton of knights because he's playing aggro knight every turn. He ports again for another pop. He really wants the point. Owen Dash did have a knight. He was slow playing it that whole time. Didn't want it on the 3. He played the knight, rolled a 7, had to move it. Rayman played the knight, rolled a 7, has to move it, but he can just hop between the 2 ore spots. It was the 11. Now it's the 3. Stole twice from Dash. Dash rolls a 6. 8 from Rayman. 9 cards. They're both showing 10 points, but Dash has 1 down dev where Rayman had 4. One of them was a Year of Plenty. He used it for 2 ore, buys once more. Rayman played 10 knights already, by the way. There's only 1 knight left. Knight's only 14, so only 1 knight, whether it's in somebody's hand or the deck. Rayman with 5 devs. Dash keeps just rolling and passing, isn't able to do much. Dash with 13 cards. Rayman plays the other yacht for more ore, does city, and that's it. It's 3-1. Rayman 15-11. No 2s and no 3s that entire game. Oh, man. No 3s definitely hurt Dash here. Wasn't able to collect a single brick off this 3 the entire game. Balanced diced or not, no brick there. That definitely hurts. That definitely is what contributed to Dash being slow there. Again, Rayman outproduces, not quite as heavy this time, but was able to produce more cards. And we are going into game 5. Is that how? Yeah, it's 3-1 Rayman. This is game 5. Looks like Dash is not electing to use his timeout either. We are getting into this game. And here it is. Dash is a fan of the color change meta. He needs to shake it up a little bit. He decides to play as gold. In the meantime, Rayman is picking first again. I think Rayman has picked first. If not every game, it's been most, all of except 1 or 2 maybe. Rayman picks the 8-5-10. Dash is going to have to either place or use his board skip. Those are the only 2 options at this point. What's he going to do? Look at the brick. 11, 11, and 5. Nasty brick. 6, 5, 11 might be able to work with something. 6, 5, 11, 8, 3, 4. But then you're just leaving 5, 9, 10 for Rayman. And, oh, man, either Dash is getting unlucky or Rayman just knows how to place these boards to not be able to get locked out of anything. Yeah, 2 early row builders for the double OWS setup is just absolutely chef's kiss. Nothing better. The mono to go with it, that's just, so good for the double OWS setup that Rayman played last game. 10 seconds left. What's Dash going to do? Does place 6, 3, 11, actually, and the 5, 9, 10. Oh, my goodness. Very interesting. Okay. He's trying to keep Rayman off of the ore with this setup. Look at Rayman's opportunity for ore now. Not very good. What, like the 6-5 or something? Not really good. Maybe like 3, 4, 11 plow into 6. Probably not. So Rayman is gonna. Ooh, 6, 11, 12. Okay. I didn't see the 6, 11, 12. I thought Rayman was gonna maybe focus the production. Maybe do like I don't know, like because you do need the wheat. You know, look at Rayman's wheat option. He's only on the 12. I guess he's looking at 11, 6, 11, 12 into 6, 5. That could definitely be strong. There's his wheat. Once he gets there, the 6 is doubled up. In my mind, I think I was looking at the 8, 4, 10, like 3, 9, 11, 3, 9, 4 into Woodport type of play. But this could definitely work out here. He is on the extra brick, so when it does roll, Rayman gets it. 6, 5 is a massive expansion. Looks like he takes it. Doesn't have it, just drops the road. Dash did by the first dev as well, by the way. Dash with no wood. He's looking to get on this 411. We'll see if he focuses that 411 first or maybe the 8, 4, 10. Problem with this is if you put down the road, you can definitely get plowed to the 8, 3, 4. So you kind of have to have the road settle to do it, but doesn't produce wood. That's the problem. A year of plenty would be crazy. Early out for Dash can change things. Yep, I agree. Early out from Dash. Oh, and Rayman's placing more roads. He's extending. Maybe looking to secure the 4, 5, 11 even. This is kind of crazy. Dash bought another dev. Like we said, maybe looking for that Yop. Rolls a 3. That's good for him. 10, and Dash is still buying. Rayman rolls a 7. Dash with more devs. Puts that on the 4, actually. A 6 for both of them, then a 10. Rayman at 9 cards. He's thinking about what he wants to do. When he does settle, it probably is the 4, 5, 11 settle first, but that actually does kind of leave like a road builder sneak into the 6, 5. That could be crazy. Rayman ports all of his ore for a wood to settle, looks like. And ouch, that's kind of an ouch settle. Decides to do the 6, 5 first, probably because of that road builder sneak play. Putting all of your ore there for a wood, you're only on the 6 ore, and I mean, now it's doubled up, so I get it. But he's also on the 8 wood. You think maybe you could have held there for the 8 to roll? Putting for wood there seems a little bit ouch, but he does look like he's kind of ahead. Maybe he can afford to do it. In the meantime, Dash does find a city, takes the 5, 9, 10. And if Dash can avoid the 7s, maybe he can hold out. Maybe he doesn't need to avoid the 7. He has 4 down devs anyway. If he's got knights ready to go, it doesn't matter. Dash rolls the 7, able to go it on it first anyway. What does he do? Either the 8 probably, maybe even the 10. Does the 5 instead. I don't know if I like the 5 because he's on the 11. 8 rolled. I don't know his hand, though. Maybe Dash was tracking better. Dash is good at tracking. 10 could be a good block for Dash as well, though, of trying to slow down the next settle from Ray. Ray's only got 2 cards. Oh, and actually Dash rolled that 7 and self-blocks the 6 instead. I guess that's not too bad. Looks like Ray had the sheep anyway. Maybe that's why he didn't care about blocking the sheep. 0 cards now from Ray, but he did find the road settle on the 4, 5, 11. Welcome, Timmy. Welcome, Timmy. This is game 5. We are looking at 3-1. Rayman. Rayman is on match point. If he wins this, he will be the second player to win 4-1. Dash is trying to win to get to 3-2. Not let that happen. Dash rolls a 9. I mean, 4 down devs for Dash. I mean, he is looking great, to be honest. He definitely has space. He gets another city up. I think he really is looking for the other road builder or Year of Plenty, but if he can find either one of those, he might be in a good spot. Rayman rolls a 7, but Dash has a knight ready to go. Does decide to block the 8 wood this time. 6 rolls for both of them. 8 was blocked twice in a row there. That's good. 8, 6, 8. Then 11. They both get brick, but Rayman is denied his wood to go with it. He has to port all of his brick for an ore, and does actually take the city on the 6, 5. I think that's a smart city. Both the 6 and the 5 are shared. It's going to be harder for Dash to block it. That 6, 5 city is definitely massive. Rayman rolls a 7, puts on the 10, but Dash does have his knights ready to go. Takes it off the 10 and rolls a 10. Decides to block the 8. A 4 from Rayman and a 10 from Dash. Back to Ray for another 4. 5 and then 2. Nobody's on the 2. How sad of a day. We want people on the 2. We want people on the 2. Rayman ports most of his wheat for another dev, and Dash rolls another 10. He's got 4 sheep in hand. He ports it for a wood to settle on the 8, 4, 10. And now Dash is triple wheat, double sheep, double or. I do like the dead-heavy setup. See if Dash can keep it rolling here. Rayman uses a knight to block the 9, and he did get a 9 block off. Dash has the knight ready to go, but Rayman was able to block 2 or production there. Dash matched the block, though, puts on the 8 and rolls an 8. Rayman for a 7. Dash for a 7, no knight, interestingly enough. Dash did not play knight there. He rolled a 7 to get it back off of him. Possibly a no knight situation from Dash here. Rayman buys a dev to test it out. 10 cards from Dash, and he's going to have to hold out. Let the Dewey cook. He does avoid the 7. He's able to double pop in time. Rayman did not buy a knight, stays there anyway. Another 5, another 5. That's 2 5s back to back. Lots of wheat for everybody, mostly Rayman. 14 cards for him. He's got a ton of wheat. He's going to port it for something. What's he going to do? Uses a year, plenty for 2 wood. Settles the 8-3-4, looks like. Still a ton of wheat, 10 cards in hand. Ports the wheat for an ore. For the city, oh, an absolutely massive turn there for Rayman. He road settled, then citied. Although maybe we do think about the 8-5-10 city in that case. I don't like this 8-3-4 city actually at all. Why would you take the 8-3-4 city? Yeah, sure, the 5 and the 10 can be his blocks, but you're only on the single sheep. You are in the 11, but the 5 is, much better. I think the city is definitely the 8-5-10 there for Rayman. When the sheep rolls like it is, you're going to want more sheep there. You don't really need this extra wood, in my opinion. 11 into the 4, though. Rayman does have 2 roads to go, so maybe he saw something I didn't. Dash needs a port. Yep, I agree. Rayman does drop 1 road. He's got another in hand, looking to pressure the 3-9-4, if not 4-9-11. They did pass. Dash has 10 cards. Rayman's going to have to avoid the 7 coming up. More wood in Rayman's hand. Dash with 7 devs, though. What are you going to do with 7 devs? If you got knights, you might as well start using them. So maybe he doesn't have a ton of knights because he's not uses the mono this turn, 3 wood. Got to imagine that most turns now, Dash is going to be playing a dev, whether it's a knight or something else. He probably will start to play devs most turns here now. He does find the road settle, looks like. He monoed the wood. Yep, does road settle the 3-9-4. Puts another road down to the 3-1 port. And this is a road pressure play. You definitely could have gone to the 8-3-4. I'm sorry, the 8-3 wood port. You do have wood now. Wood port could have been big, but decides to look at the 3-1 instead, keep his road continuity. Rayman rolls a 6 and double pops. Dash rolls a 3, buys once. 7 devs again for Dash. Rayman has 2 now. Ray plays a knight. Knights are kind of bad for Rayman, though. He kind of wants to be buying anything but a knight, to be honest, because Dash just has him. He's going to put it back. He puts it on the 10, but doesn't get a 10 block off, so Dash probably puts it back now. Ooh, in the meantime, he does put down a road in cities, though. Rayman at 10 points here. Dash does have the knight, puts it to the 8, rolls a 7, has to put it somewhere else to the 10 now instead. I kind of like the 10 block anyway, to be honest. Like, you're not really fighting for roads, so the 8 block isn't, super impactful, to be honest. I feel like. I think the 10 is kind of better. Slows down the settles, slows down the devs. A 6 and a 4. Dash has almost a city. He probably have devs in hands. He might have the city. He's got 10 cards. He's probably thinking about which dev he wants to play now to help him out in this situation, whatever he's got. Doesn't decide to play a dev. Ports for a sheep to buy one instead. A 3 rolls and Dash gets the wheat back anyway. Rayman with 10 cards. We don't know how many points Dash has, but Rayman's definitely not looking bad. He's showing 10 points, and it was a yop. That could be really good. It looks like he uses it for the settle. It was a brick and a sheep, though. Not exactly excellent, but got to take what you can get. Ooh, and he settles. Oh, man. All right. Big turn again. He settles. He uses the yop to settle and had the city already in hand, ready to go. He does have 4 cities down now. He doesn't have any more cities to play. He's going to have to find his points in either settlements or victory points. Maybe an army still, but that's probably way out of the question. He drops 1 road towards the connect and maybe like the 692. I wonder if that's not as good as dropping this road. Dropping this road only opens one road settle. Maybe you don't need it because you already have this road settle here. But if you were to drop this road, you would have the road continuity path through this way with like a road settle like that. But then you would also open up this road settle on the 12 if you ever needed it. Maybe you don't need it because you already have the road settle on this side. But that is something to think about. Dash rolled a 9, back to Ray for a 5. Ray has a lot of wheat and brick. He does drop a road to the 692. Does he have the settle as well? 6 cards. We don't know what Dash has, but he could be at 14. He could be so close. 7 cards and 7 devs. No settle? Ooh, he drops an extra road, a security road probably. He's scared of the Dash road builder to take the plow. Dash could have a road builder though and just take road for the win. He monos again for wood, steals 4 wood this time, does settle, ports for another brick, puts it down. I think he's at 14 points. He's looking for the last settle to win here. Dash also has 4 cities. He needs to settle for more points. Another 8. Rayman has a lot of wood. He ports it all for a dev. Dash rolls a 10. He's got 11 cards, 6 devs. Ports for the brick, and there it is, 15-12. Dash is not going out easy. He plays gold for the first time, and he wins gold on the first time. That's a GG's, and good luck next. And Dash barely outproduced him, but he did. I got to imagine if I'm Dashed, you got to play his gold the rest of this match. You played nice in that gold setup, and I think you keep playing as gold to continue this series. Just my opinion. We'll see what Dash does. That's a GG. Let's go. Dash is not going to go out this easy. It is 3-2 Rayman. Rayman is still on match point, but Dash is closer to tying it up now. 3-2. All right, this is definitely shaping up. They're going right into the next game. No timeouts being used. Here we are. Dash is sticking with gold. I like to see it. And he is picking first this time. Look at these 2 spots. 6-9-10, 6-5-10, 8-5-10. All that looks pretty massive to me. Maybe you can do a 6-5-10 to kind of block it off. That does leave the 8-5-3 though. No good wood and sheep spots though. Maybe the 8-4-11 goes with it. That's not exactly excellent. It is paired 8s though. That could be something big. Paired 8s. But just a ton of wheat and ore on the bottom right side of this board. Center desert spot as well. That typically means that not a lot of space in the middle, so people will be fighting for space. Road production can be huge in these center desert boards. Waiting for a dramatic board skip. Yeah, nobody's used the board skip here. They both still have their board skip. Nobody has used it yet. Oh, and Dash picks first, and he does the 8-4-11. Very interesting. He looks like he's playing for either the 8-5-3 or like a massive 6-9-10, 6-5-10, 8-5-10, whichever one is kind of left in this area. That could be smart, possibly. Maybe Rayman just does like a 6-5-10 point right, maybe even down with like a 9-5-10. You don't really kind of forget about the sheep a little bit. Maybe even the 2-4-9 just to start with the 1 sheep. That could possibly be a thought. 2-4-6 pointing up to start with the 1 sheep. Actually, yeah, since Dash picked up here, he's definitely looking over here for a second settle. Rayman can do something over here with a 2-4-6 up, looking to get the 5-9-2 as an expansion. And just like that, you're on double brick, double wood with whatever you decide to do here. I think that's kind of the play. I think Ray does like 6-5-10 right, 2-4-6 up. That's the play that I see and I like. There's a 6-5-10. Which way does he go? He does down instead. Look at the 8-10 port. 2-4-6. It's got to be. 2-4-6. It's got to be. It is. Let's go. This one goes up. 2-4-6 up. And just like that, Dash can't really take anything over here. He needs to get wheat. He pretty much locked himself into this 8-5-3 setup, but it will be paired 8s. If these 8s hit, it's going to be absolutely massive. Maybe you could have thought about pointing this road up here to the right, though, thinking that this 3-4-11 expansion would be open. That might have been a little bit smarter. Maybe he's thinking about doubling up the 8 as quickly as possible. He does do the 8-3-4, and he's not looking to race or do anything funny. He decides to point left into the 4-5. We'll see where Dash goes, but I wonder if, maybe pointing to the 4-3-11 might have been a little bit better. You are only on the single wheat here. The 3 wheat could have been your second source of it. Rayman definitely wants to secure this 8-10. That's going to be Rayman's second source of wheat, this 8. And the double up 10 with the 5. Rayman is kind of looking pretty nasty here. Starting the game with a couple rows, we were just 6-10-6. Rayman's at 11 cards. He could be close to the city, to be honest. He's got the roads, but he dropped one already. Definitely hangs on to that sheep. He probably doesn't want a city because that would make the sheep vulnerable. You know, he does have the one sheep off the settlement, but if you city, Dash rolls a 7 and he steals that sheep, all of a sudden you're kind of out of it a little bit. And because of all that, Rayman actually buys the dev. Very interesting there. Rayman spent his precious sheep to buy the dev to avoid the 7s, looks like. It could have been hand management, but that is definitely tough, having to spend your sheep for a dev there. If a 2 rolled, then maybe, but no 2 has rolled, so Rayman's going to either have to port for the sheep or hope a 2 rolls here. Dash with 10 cards this time, see what Dash is thinking. He did roll 11, so he does have a road at least, and he cities the 8-5-3. He's keeping the road in hand. He does have it. Wonder if he's thinking about taking the 4-5-11 first with a road settle, but doesn't want to commit yet. Rayman ports all of his brick for the sheep. He needed the sheep back. He did have the brick to port it, but only on the 1-6. It might take him time to get that brick back enough for the road settle. 11, 8, and a 4, and Dash does have the road settle first, decides to go the 4-5. 5 rolls, and it's absolutely massive for Dash. Gets a city to go with it. Let's go. All of a sudden, Dash is double citied, got his first expansion before Ray is able to increase his production at all. Didn't take long, though. Ray did find the city, puts on the 6-5-10 to match. An 8 rolled for Dash, and these 8s are massive. If he's got the sheep to go, he does have at least one. He buys a dev. Does drop the road. Another 5 and a 7 from Dash. He gets to put it on the 6. Rayman is not on his second source of wheat yet. Dash has to port for the sheep, but he's able to find the settle now. 3-1 is active. Just like that, every 8 roll is a city if he wants it. Ray does find the settle on the 8-10. Now Ray has the wood port, but only on the 4 wood. Not super massive quite yet. Dash rolled an 8. He had a city in hand. He had to port the ore for a sheep, though, to buy a dev. A 9 is nothing. Dash rolls a 5, does the same move. Ports the ore for a sheep to buy a dev. Ray rolls a 7, but Dash has 3 devs. One of them's a knight, probably. There it is. Back to the 6, and he blocked a 6. Dash is working hard to tie up this series, try to get to game 7. Rayman rolls a 10. He ports, and he had the road builder. Oh, my. That's absolutely massive. Rayman had the road builder. He uses it to get to the 5-9-10, and he's on the wood port. Now, all of a sudden, this wood port is looking a little bit better with this 5-9-10 settlement. Another 8 from Dash, and this time he does decide to take the city on the 4-5. 5 is now just any card. He's got the 3-1 port anyway. He's always going to have a ton of ore in this game. 5 into 4. Rayman's got the wood port. He uses it to city, and now the citied up wood port. Okay, it's looking better and better here for Ray. All this wood is citied up. He just rolled a 10. He's got 3 ore, 2 wood. In the meantime, Dash ports his ore for dev. Rayman rolls a 7, puts it on the 8. Rayman might be close to the other city as well, to be honest, with that 10 roll. Let the Dewey cook. Ray did pass. Dash uses a knight, puts it back to the 6. Dash rolled a 5. Lots of ore for everybody. They both have 11 cards. Dash ports most of it for another dev. Rayman avoids the 7, rolls an 8. Dash only has 1 city left. He doesn't want to use it on this 8 ore. He really would like to have a road builder or yop or something. Get to maybe the 4-3-11 and city up that. That's a much better city than just the 8 ore. Rayman ports his wood for a wheat. Does get the city on the 2-4-6. Do we hit? Dewey hits? Oh, that would have been a massive instant payoff with the Dewey. Doesn't happen. Dash rolls a 5. Again, more ore for everybody. Just a ton of ore on this board. Oreport's not crazy away either. It's kind of far. You'd have to have like a road builder plus a road to get to it. Probably not worth it. Probably just worth getting settles. Like, you know, in the middle of the board. Got the 3-1 already. Dash has a Yop. He uses it for 2 brick. Does he have the settles to go along? He had 15 cards, ports it for another brick and a sheep, and he does settle, goes to the 4 or goes to the 9-11, and Dash kind of has his road path here now. Rayman with cards, he buys a dev. I definitely like this 9-11. It beefs up your brick a little bit. Triples up the 11, not too bad, but getting on the 9 is good. Dash is going to be able to kind of keep his road path together here. Rayman drops a road to pressure, but Dash probably has it in the long term. Another 8 there, and it's another city. Dash decides to port it for 2 sheep, 2 more devs. Now, he could city the 9-11. That is definitely way better than just the 8 city. I wouldn't necessarily mind that, but he did decide to buy devs last turn instead. You can just roll another 8 when it comes, then take the city. Ray is also porting wood for a sheep to buy a dev. 9 rolls for both of them. The big 2, big 2, citied up. Rayman is able to buy a dev with that 2 roll. Also plays a knight, puts it on the 8. Dash is not going to like that 8 being blocked. Ooh, no knight though. 4 down devs, but Dash actually rolled a 7. Doesn't play a knight. Does get to unblock the 8, but didn't have a knight to do it. Did Rayman buy a knight? He did indeed. Back to the 8 it goes. Rolls an 11. And Rayman is able to buy another dev. He's going to try and hold on to army here, which is kind of crazy. With these paired 8s, the 4s just weren't able to keep up. Welcome, Flying Chinaman. Welcome, Agron. It is currently 3-2 Rayman. Rayman is on match point. He's looking to end the series here, and Dashed is looking to tie up, head to game 7. Another 8, but the ore was blocked this time. All of a sudden, 8s are no longer a city for Dash. Ray buys another dev, and he might be holding on to army here. Still 4 down devs for Dash, and he doesn't have it. On the other side of it, though, Dash could just have 4 VPs, be at 14, and he's a road settle away from winning. Doesn't even need army. Think about it like that. And 8 is blocked again. Dash rolls a 12. I kind of think he does have at least 2 or 3 VPs. Could even be the 4th. Ray rolls a 7, has to block something else, decides to do the 4, but Dash rolls a 7, puts on the 10, and no knight from Ray anyway. Doesn't have the knight to put it back. He does hold army, but doesn't have knights. A 9 into 3, and they both have brick. 10 cards for Dash. He could be kind of close to this win. He ports for the sheep. It's for the settle, looks like, not the dev. He's on double 3-1 port again. Doesn't have 4 VPs, but he could have 3. A 4 from Rayman. They both get wood plus sheep for Dash. Dash loves these 4. He needs the 4s, to be honest. 4s and 8s are just killing for Dash. Rayman actually road settles, and he is pressuring road. Oh, and that's the win. GG, let's go. We are going to game 7. Just like I said, everybody. I said it from the beginning. This is a game 7 type of match, and I'm glad that we are going there. This is 7, right? It's hard to keep track of, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we are going to game 7. Let's go. GG to Dash to hang on to the series. He was down 3-1. Now it's tied up 3-3. All of a sudden, Dash has the momentum going into game 7 when we all thought Ray was closing it out. This is an absolutely insane matchup. Dash has his timeout. He never used it. Looks like he's not using it. Going straight into game 7. Why would you? He's got the momentum. And this is it. Dash changed colors again. Oh no. Is that the mistake of a lifetime? Dash was playing good on gold and he switched to white. Oh, we're gonna have to talk about that one, whichever way it goes. Look at this 8-10-5, 6-5-9. I think that's kind of where first is landing, either one of those spots. Look at the brick, 5, 11, and 12. The ore is kind of sequestered as well. 8, 6, 11. They are all on the edge. So maybe it's the 8-5-10. 6-5-10 into 8-10 could be a thing. But Dash would not be afraid to take the 8-10 if it works with something. I've definitely seen him taking a port as first. This is a hell of a series. Let's go. Hakuna's on my side. Why would he switch? I think you got to stick as gold there. Dash has not lost a game as gold. Switch to the white, though. Rayman's picking first, and he actually decides to do the 8-3-5. Doesn't do any of this. That leaves the 6-5-10 to the 8-10 for Dashed. 6-5-10, 8-3-4, and just pick up the 8 later? Or even 6-5-10, 6-5-10, 6-3-4, but then you're only on single wheat. Rayman doesn't have wood and wheat. He's kind of looking at the 9-5-10, 9-6-10. He's looking at either one of those options. I think I kind of like the 6-5-10, 8-3-10. You start with a ton of wheat, to be honest, but you pick up the 8-10. I think the 6-3-4 could be good as well. 6-5-10, 6-3-4. I think, to be honest, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see how this plays out. 8-3-5 is first. Yeah, he does the 6-3-4, 6-5-10. It's got to be 6-5-10 left. There's no way it's not. I think the 8-3-5 is first might have been a mistake. This could be the pressure getting to after 7 games of Catan. The fatigue could be setting in here for Rayman, and he missed the pick. Back-to-back board skips would be insane. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. I want to see that in the tournament. Back-to-back board skips. A player says, nah, I don't like it. We're skipping. Next board comes up. The other guy goes, that one's not so good for me. Let's skip this one too. All right, he does decide to do the 9-5-10 because, yep, the 9-6-10 wasn't open. Oh, and that's got to be a mistake as well. Maybe not. I guess you're looking at Woodport, 9-5-10 Woodport, but in my mind, you're only on the single wheat. Why are we not going for a second wheat? Oh, man, it's just, am I just too much of a wheat stand? But 9-5-10 up into 8-3-10 just looks so good. You're only on the 3 sheep. Getting the 8 sheep is massive. Plus, now all of a sudden, your 8s would be paired, plus your 3s are paired for that matter. You're on double wheat. I get it, the Woodport is nice, but in my mind, it's always 8-3-10 first, then backtrack to the Woodport if it's still there. It's not the 2-4-9, right? He can't be looking at that just for the space. I could be wrong, but it kind of looks like fatigue is setting in here for Rayman. And Rayman is focusing the Woodport first. Even, to be honest, with this setup, you might even focus the 4-5-11 first, because there's your better sheep. The 4-5-11 would give you double brick, double wood. You can definitely go 4-5-11 first, then go to Woodport, then backtrack to 8-3-10. I think Rayman's kind of doing things in the wrong order here, which could definitely slow him down in the beginning. Dash is able to find a city, but Rayman does get the Constellation 7 right away. Puts it on his only wheat. Definitely makes sense. Ray rolls another 7, takes it off the wheat have to, but he does get a card to go to steal. Dash rolls an 8, then an 11. Rayman with 10 cards. Screaming for 2s, and then what do I want? All right, that's funny. I love being on the 2, but I'm not sacrificing a good setup just to be on the 2. Come on. It is pointing at wheat. Oh, you're right, Timmy. I'm sorry. I'm kind of hating on the 2 now. You're right. He is pointing to his second wheat, but the 2 hits. He missed it on that one. The 2 wheat did hit. He did drop the road also to the 4-5-11. The 5 did hit. I mean, once he does settle this Woodport, the 5s are just 2 roads for him. So that definitely is massive. Dash rolled a 7. He's able to take it off himself, puts it on the 8, and he does drop a road. If Dash has the road settle to the 4-9-11, I think he would take it for sure. This road settle to 4-9-11 is absolutely big. He does have 11 cards. We'll see what happens. Does he void the 7? He does. Rolls a 3. He's got sheep, but does he have the road settle? Looks like not. He had to port for the wheat to find the settle. He does have second wheat now on the 2. That's right. They both have second wheat on the 2. But Rayman does have the Woodport, and he uses it right away. He settles the Woodport and is able to port the wood immediately for the other settle on the 4-5-11. Rayman is definitely looking to get to the 11-9-3 here now, I think, and that kind of secures your road path. But in my mind, I'm still looking at this 8-3-10. I think Rayman kind of does the 11-9-3 to secure. Then we look to the 8-3-10. And there it is. Does drop 2 roads to the 11-9-3. And with that move, it doesn't completely secure road, but it locks it pretty good here for Rayman. Every 5 is just 2.5 roads here now. And the 9 to make it 3 roads. Rayman's got 3 roads in hand with the wood port. I was kind of saying I didn't like the setup at first, but maybe it does take the plow as well to the 8-10. Maybe Ray kind of saw what was going to happen. The 8-3-5 is working out for him here. Dash rolls a 7. He's able to get it off. Rayman doesn't have a knight. Dash needs to keep this 7 on Ray for a few turns to catch up. He builds 1 road, and that knight didn't last long. Rayman does roll a 7, puts it on the 6. And the 6 is blocked. Oh, no. Falling apart here for Dash. 8 and the 9. He is able to build another road, puts it on the 6-11, but another 7 for Rayman puts it to his wheat. Ray is definitely reading the dice here. Steals another card from Dash. He has 8 cards in hand. And all of a sudden, to be honest, Ray's kind of looking, he's definitely looking like the favorite now. He's got 2 open settles ready to go, the 8-10 plus the brickport, 11-9-3. Once he settles this, also too, once he settles the brickport, he's on wood and brickport, which I love being on both of those, especially with a 5. He can just port that hand into anything he wants for the time. 11-3, 6, and a 10. 10 was blocked from Dash. Rayman gets his wheat. Dash does not. Stay with gold. Oh, no. Rayman aggro knights as well. Takes it off the 10. Stole from Dash and is able to buy another dev. Ooh, a 10 rolled, though, after Ray took it off of Dash. Now Dash does have his wheat. Rayman uses the Yop. He doesn't have a knight. Looks like for this settle, Dash is going to have to avoid the 7 here. Ray buys the dev first and does settle. Decides to do the 11-9-3. Dash needs to save. Oh, no. Absolutely devastating. He could not avoid the 7. He did roll it. Has to throw half his hand. Decides to throw a full road and 3 sheep. Is able to still buy at least 1 dev with it. He has the row builder, securing his space. He still had to settle as well. Does settle on the 4-3, and there's your second wheat. Maybe Dash is looking at the 8-3-10. And possibly, if Dash can get the 8-3-10, then maybe plow the connect. There's still maybe a chance that the Dash could hold this together. Dash uses the knight and does block an 8. 2 8s actually back-to-back. Then 2 7s back-to-back. Last one from Rayman, though. He gets to block the wheat. No knight from Dash, and the 10 is blocked. Oh my goodness, 2 8s were blocked, then the 10 was blocked. 6 and a 4, then another 4. Lots of sheep for them both, mostly for Dash. He has 10 cards again. Ray does get the settle, and he's got brickport active. Now a 5 is just a crazy roll for Rayman. He can have either 2.5 roads, or he can port it for whatever he wants. He's got the brick and the wood port. Dash rolls a 3. He's able to buy a dev. Ports the sheep for a wheat and passes. There's a 5 for Rayman. He's got 12 cards. See what he wants to do with it. Ports it for the order by a dev. And ports it again. Yeah, he ported 2 roads there for another dev. So he was able to double pop that turn. Does drop the road. He's got 1 card in hand. Dash is going to steal it with this 7. Decides to block the 8. 2 fresh devs from Rayman, though. We'll see if it's a knight. If it is, he will take army with that knight being played. Let's go. This is what 1v1 Titans Tournament is about. Absolutely massive people playing these games. Massive talent. Top of the leaderboards. This is what it's about. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, is he going for the play? He does drop 2 roads. Oh, with the road builder towards the 8-3-10. I kind of do like the plow and connect. You both will have 2 dead roads. He is doing it. Let's go. I think he needs to do that play. Rayman is able to play a knight, unblocks himself, and rolls another 5. I think this play is massive. It keeps Dash in this game possibly. Rayman can still get to a 13 road connect. Oh, and actually, though, to be honest, with Dash's the end of lengths are both cut off. Dash actually cannot get to 13, and Ray can. Dash's cap is at 12 now, so this might be a little risky. Another 5 there. Dash was able to settle, but Rayman's got a ton of cards. He ports it for 2 wheat. Looks like the city takes a 9-5-10 city, and these ports are just absolutely cooking for Rayman here. 6 was blocked. 6 was blocked. Dash only gets the wood, doesn't get the ore to go with it. A mono wood anyway. He doesn't get the wood to go with it either. Mono from Ray, he takes 4 wood. He rolled those 6s back to back and just takes it. Oh, man. A 10 rolled into an 8. Rayman gets the ore, 12 cards. Rayman was 3-1 this series. It might have taken him 3 extra games to do it, but getting up early 3-1, that's the advantage of that. He does city the 4-5-11. One more city to go to place. He has got road path opportunities for sure. 1-5 and he just takes road, right? Like 1-5 is 3 roads at this point. It's 3.5 roads. So 1-5 and he can just take back road. A 9 rolls. And an 11. So Rayman does have the roads to take it back. We'll see if he settles or takes it. It might be the settle, to be honest, because you don't want the plow. You can take back road later. He ports for the sheep. Looks like it is the settle. Yeah, I think that's correct. Take the settle first, and you'll always be able to take back this road. There's no way Dash can close this game. Big 2, big 2. There's no way Dash closes the game before you're able to take back road here. Ray is still buying as well. He wants to protect Army. That's the only thing that Dash might be able to hang on to. Dash rolled a 7, but Ray did buy the knight. He was able to put it back to the 6. 10 rolls. That's wheat for everybody. There's the road to take it. Rayman's at 14 with the down dev. Doesn't have it yet. A 3 rolls. 13 cards for Dashed. He's able to port to buy a dev. Blocks a 6. Rayman with 7. Is this it? Looks like it does look like game, to be honest. Rayman's just waiting to clean out. Just get the roll he needs, either the city or the dev. It looks like it's going to be GG. Guys, the dev 4 for the win. That's GG. Rayman, 3-2. What an amazing series. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. I'm loving that these Titans matches are down to the wire. Absolutely insane gameplay. That was crazy. Let's see if we can talk to the players. Oh man, GG's to both of you. Everybody was going crazy during that whole series. It was so back and forth. Well played to both you guys.
Yeah, GG Dash.
Yeah, GG Ray.
Always going to be a coin flip. Just
I think there were.
Played very well.
Yeah, that was really well played from both of you. Dashed, sorry to see you go out in round 1. I think you played really well. I think there might have been a couple little things that we talked about during some of the games, but I do have to say, I think there was one major mistake in that whole series, and it was switching to white.
Yeah.
Bro, you were undefeated on gold. You were down 3-1, and you're like, all right, let me change up the colors. You put on gold, then you won 2 in a row. What was the decision to switch?
You got to go back to your roots sometimes, you know.
I
wouldn't want to win as a changed man.
Ah, all right. But you weren't playing as white earlier, were you?
I know. We got to go back.
No, you're gray.
This is the old me.
Oh, white is okay. Yeah.
I also kept trying to snipe green from Ray, but he got into the lobby too quickly.
Oh, really? That's funny. Me and Road Dogg, when we played, we decided that the winner would be able to keep green. So if you won the match, you got to keep green. Everybody's a green stand in the tournament, I guess. Rayman, I got to say, GG's, those were really fun games to watch. If you have a minute, I would love to talk about it, especially this game 7. I got to say, including me and everybody in the chat, this last game, when we saw you take A35, we were like, oh no, is that a mistake? I didn't see the vision here. I thought taking A35 just leaves too much for Dash, but I guess obviously not. did you see that playing out? Like, is that how you saw it playing out?
To be honest, I thought 835. I liked it because I would get a wheat wood spot, right?
Yeah.
And I was looking at ways to try to lock him out of getting all five and something good, but I couldn't find a way to do it. So I don't know. What did you think I should have taken?
I was definitely looking at the 8-10-5, just go up one. But maybe you might start sheepless though. If that, if you do the 8-10-5, you might get locked out of sheep. But your first settlement would probably be on sheep. But it definitely worked out. And then again, when you placed the second road though, you went to Woodport first. In my mind, again, it's like I feel like that road points up to the 8-3-10, because if you get to the 8-3-10, now you're on your second wheat, and then 8 is paired and 3 is paired. That kind of like enticed me, but obviously you didn't really need it. You went straight to Woodport.
Yeah. So my thinking there, I don't know if it's good, but I imagined, my hand is filling up with wood or wheat, whatever, and I was hoping to like city settle in one turn, and then once I city, the 5 brick is shared and it's doubled, and I have all that wood, and then I can like quickly go up to the 8-3. That was kind of the idea, but
Yeah, I mean, obviously it worked out.
yeah.
I will say you did go up early in the series. You were 3-1 at one point. After you were 3-1, did you feel kind of secure? Like you had, you got 3 chances to win one game, or were you still on your toes a little bit, worried that he might come back?
Yeah, I'm not going to take anything for granted. And to be honest, if it was 3-2, I was going to use my skip this round, like the board skip. I was like, he's a beast. I think
Was there a
I,
board that you were considering using it on?
no, I
No, okay,
didn't
yeah.
see one that was, I think
Yeah.
I was first in most of the games, actually.
Yeah, I think you were first in most of the games, yeah. We will see Dash leaving the tournament without using his board skip. Do you feel like you missed an opportunity there, Dash?
No, I was also considering using it before game 1 because who needs the board skip? But it would have actually been kind of tragic because game 1 was a bit lopsided of a board, I think. Better for first.
Yeah,
But,
you won that game as well.
But no, I don't think any of these boards were that bad. Game 2's board I wasn't in love with, but I actually think it was probably not worth the board skip.
That one you lost 15-10, yeah. Yeah, this one was a little bit but
Couldn't roll 5 that game. That one was tough.
Yeah. Oh, and there was that one game where you had the 3-11 brick, and a 3 just didn't even roll the entire game.
Where he monoed, then road build me.
Yes, yeah. Oh my. Oh, he had the dream setup for this one. He was doing the OWS. He only had one sheep, so it wasn't double OWS, but it was like strong OWS, and he pulls mono and 2 row builders to start the game. It's like, oh man, and the Yop. Oh geez, bro, that's an OWS dream.
I liked my setup in that one. I thought as long as I get 8-10, life is good. But then I didn't get 8-10.
To be honest, I like your setup too, but the thing is, no 3s rolled, so you didn't get any brick from that 3. And then the monos, the 2 row builders. I think it was a little bit rough. The one thing I did see about this game was the 8-4-3 settle. I know you're only on the single sheep, but I think in my mind, I think I would settle the 8-10-3 and look to the 4-3-11 just for the clean roads. I don't know if that really mattered too much, but
I have to see what my hand was. I thought I had wood in my hand, so I didn't tear off the extra wood off the 10. It was more, the sheep is okay, and then I want my next settle to be a port anyway, I think. So I can in some way try to fight devs.
Yeah, so you're looking at for like 4-11 anyway.
The 8-5-10 quick settle. But I don't know if that could have been a mistake. I have no idea.
Yeah.
This is huge for my bracket, though. I had Ray winning round 1.
Huge. Nice
you had Ray winning?
Yeah. My bracket's still perfect.
Oh, let's go. Your bracket's perfect?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Losing to a 1600 rated player, Dash. I mean, like...
I do it every day, brother.
Yeah.
All right, Ray, that does mean that you're looking at Road Dog for your next matchup. Any thoughts on that match?
Yeah, I think that this is going to be more my speed. We're both like semi-retired 1v1 players. So
yeah.
can ease into it a bit.
The old men kind of taking a stroll together type of vibes.
Yeah.
Did Row had a bye in round 1, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And actually, interesting enough, so far everybody who's won has hanged on to their board skip. Nobody that made it to
I still
the
have
to the
mine.
quarters.
Nuke
Yeah.
used his. So
I
is the
still have
Rager.
mine.
Oh wait.
This
Oh,
is
I'm
fake
tripping. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm
news.
tripping. I'm tripping.
Fake
Oh, my bad.
news.
No, never mind. Never mind. Nuke played his. I need to make a graphic there that shows you don't have it.
Played mine, lost right away.
You should have left it. I might have given you another.
Dash,
Did
what
you want
the
to go
hell,
through?
man?
Yeah, what? Oh yeah, cause
Told on
yeah,
me.
my bad. He didn't use it. I misremembered. Carm used 2.
Where is it? Where is it?
I did everything right
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
I just wanted
indicted
to indict
me.
you for so long.
That is
Nolan,
the
did you want to
second
talk
match
about
to
any
go
of
to
these
Game
games?
7.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh, you're fine. I was just saying I like the Game 7s. That was
This
a
one was
really
tough.
intense
This
series.
last game, I was like 1 turn behind on every roll. Like I could have plowed 6-5-11, I was like a turn behind. Then I could have gotten to 11-9-3, and I was a turn behind. Then I could have plowed 11-9-3, and I was a turn behind.
Yeah.
And I could have defended 8-10, and I was a turn. It was brutal. It was like the wood would keep rolling on the wrong turn. But I did not play that one well, so I cannot be upset.
Yeah, I think it was well played from both. It was definitely back and forth. Everybody was in the chat going back and forth. Oh, Dash has got this. No, Ray's got this. I think nobody knew what was going to happen. So this was definitely a fun one to watch.
Dude, imagine if you held at 12 cards or just
Oh,
dropped
on the 5-4-11 plow, when I have like 3 roads, is that what you're talking about?
Which game?
No, when you drop the road 9-4, the 4-1 on the 9-4-2.
Let me find it.
When he had 12 cards.
I think Ray hadn't rolled a 7 yet. Maybe he did.
Really?
Yeah. The 10 rolls.
Like when he ported
Just vibe out
wood?
of 10.
Yeah, when I settled. If we hold
Yeah.
for the 2 wheat roll.
Yeah, huge.
And then what do? I guess we road settle the 11-4-9. That's actually would be quite nice.
Oh, I
So-
see. Yeah, the 10 did roll. Yeah, and then a 5.
I could have dropped 2 roads to 11-9-3, so that one of the 10 rolls, Ray can plow the 4-9-2. Actually, if I do anything but settle there, Ray plows the 4-9-2. I think it's very important.
Yeah, because the 5 hit. So it's like, yeah, those 5s are crazy. The 5s and then the wood port plus the brick port, it's like, oh man.
Maybe a 0.6510 right. I just assumed I'm always going 4-9-2 first, so I'm going to lose the 5-4-11 regardless.
You got starting road.
I know, but I want the 4-9-2, I think, instead of the 6-5-11. Maybe I want the 6-5 or the 5-4-11. Maybe I want that instead. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's better.
Why you do this?
Why you just Sao Paulo?
Stop. Man, is there any other setup
Uh,
that I don't know? I was looking at like wheat defense for you.
I don't think it's out there, dude. Like
With-
unless I'm.
We
Does
can
he go,
talk
like,
about
make him go 5-10?
the wheatless game too.
I like the wheetless setup.
I think there's
Stand
not
by.
many opportunities to try wheatless, but this might have been one of them. The thing that we were thinking is
I was
you got to
I was
settle the
thinking,
6-3-11 first.
6-5-10, 9-3-10.
I thought about the 6-3-11 first for a while, Nolan. In these spots, I kind of like the 2-1 first because get you the other settle, and the 8 had underrolled. So I was like, it's probably. I just assume getting 8s or 10 would be nicer for my game than hoping to vibe the 3 or 11. And I didn't want to
Really?
make the 6 like the block because I think I wanted both settles to come quickly, and I don't know if I would at the time. I might have. But I thought about that for a while. I like the 8. I think the 8-10 settle makes the blocks less impactful. I mean, the 8 block still hurts, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, you did get the settle not too long after anyway. So
I think that game I really was hoping for. Like I need the 8s to hit before each cities, but they
Yeah.
kind of low rolled at the start. That was tough, but I mean, he played that game very well.
you
I
also,
don't
if you would
think
have got
I
like a
walked away.
lucky 7 earlier, you could have like blocked the 8 and stayed ahead, but it just didn't really come through, and he was able to buy knights and get ready for the blocks.
Really good series.
That's
Damn.
Really good
I like
series.
that setup though. I like taking these high production setups, just like when the weed sucks. But it did not do well, so maybe I should not be taking them.
Maybe we shouldn't like these setups.
It's kind of just insane you couldn't get a sheep roll to start the game. Like you 1, 4, or 3 in like the first 25 rolls, you're such a different game.
Mm,
Oh yeah, in this last game, yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna sign off for these guys. GG's to both of you guys. Thanks for playing. Good luck next for Rayman.
GG's right.
GG. Thanks, guys. See you.
All right, that is it. A bit of an upset. I mean, this like I said, this could have been a finals match. Dash versus Rayman. A little upset for Dash to go out round 1, but one of them had to go. Rayman stays in, and he will be facing Road Dogg next. This 1v1's Titans Tournament is definitely shaping up to be a fun series. I'm glad we're putting this together. It is a lot of fun to do. Guys, if you do enjoy the 1v1's Titans Tournament, please don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, it does show me that you like this type of content. Maybe we could go for like a Titans season 2 in the future if I see the support. Appreciate you guys watching. Rayman does take the win for today. He'll be looking at Road Dogg next. In the meantime, like I said, we do have more matches coming up. Falco versus Jay Weezy will be tomorrow for 30 p.m. Eastern. Jack versus Icy will be Thursday night. I think that's 9 p.m. Eastern next week, Thursday night game. After that, the only 2 round 1 matches left are going to be Griffin versus Hakuna. Shout out to Hakuna in the chat looking to take down Griffin. And then Isaac versus Squash. This is an interesting situation here because they all kind of are, it's like a triangle of who beats who here. Apparently, Phantom has never beaten Squash, but Isaac Isaac has beaten Squash before in Dual Division, but then Isaac has never beaten Phantom. So they all kind of are playing against each other here. Phantom wants to see Isaac. Squash wants to beat Isaac. Squash wants to see Phantom, but he's going to have to get through Isaac to do it. Isaac might be the favorite to beat Squash, but then he meets up Phantom when he gets there. So that's kind of an interesting dynamic down here in the bottom right. Until we get there, thanks for watching. This was a lot of fun. This is 1v1 Titans Tournament. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time. GG's, and good luck next game. Thanks for tuning in today.